Imagine waking before dawn, knowing today could decide the fate of the world. It's June 6th, 1944. 156,000 Allied soldiers, battered by wind and fear, set out to storm the beaches of Normandy. But behind the chaos was a web of secrets and deception that turned the tide against Hitler. For months, the Allies orchestrated Operation Fortitude, a masterstroke of misinformation. Inflatable tanks, fake radio chatter, and even a double agent named Garbo tricked the Nazis into thinking the invasion would land at Pas-de-Calais, not Normandy. In fact, Hitler kept his strongest Panzer divisions away from Normandy for precious hours, buying time for real troops to seize the shore. But strategy alone wasn't enough. On the morning of the assault, waves crashed furiously as landing craft lowered their ramps. Men sprinted through bullet storms, leaping from water to sand, prayers drowned by machine gun fire. On Omaha Beach, chaos ruled. American GIs faced a death trap, barbed wire, mines, and bunkers raining steel. Casualties mounted so fast that officers worried the whole invasion might fail. Yet, squads of determined soldiers pressed forward, inch by bloody inch. Small groups flanked pillboxes, risked everything to take out machine guns, and by day's end, carved a fragile foothold on French soil. Meanwhile, in the English Channel, paratroopers of the 101st and 82nd Airborne, plus the British 6th Airborne, parachuted behind enemy lines. Their mission: seize bridges, cut communications, and confuse the Germans before the beach assault even began. Many missed their drop zones, landing miles from target, scattered by darkness and flak. Some were lost, some drowned, but others improvised, destroying bridges, ambushing patrols, and sowing chaos in the night. Secrecy even extended to technology. The Allies built Mulberry Harbors, portable, artificial ports to unload supplies faster than the enemy could sabotage France's real harbors. These floating piers, assembled in stormy seas, let tanks and trucks roll ashore to fuel the offensive. In the days before D-Day, weather nearly scrapped the invasion. General Eisenhower gambled on a brief break in the storm. If he'd waited just 24 hours, the entire operation could have failed, possibly prolonging the war for years. And there was another secret edge: the Codebreakers at Bletchley Park. With the German Enigma codes cracked, Allied officers knew exactly when and where reinforcements were moving, helping them to strike swiftly and avoid deadly counterattacks. Hitler's high command, trapped by Allied subterfuge and divided by their own suspicions, hesitated repeatedly. Some generals refused to wake him on D-Day morning, terrified of acting without his permission. By nightfall on June 6, the beaches of Normandy were stained with sacrifice. Over 4,000 Allied troops lay dead, thousands more wounded. But 5 beaches, Utah, Omaha, Gold, Juno, and Sword, were in Allied hands. More than just a military victory, D-Day marked the largest amphibious invasion in history. It carved open a second front in Western Europe and put Nazi Germany on an unstoppable path to defeat. Inside all this carnage, small acts of courage, bagpiper Bill Millin playing tunes under fire, the Free French Commandos racing into Ouistreham, and medics risking their lives, spoke louder than any general's orders. The price was staggering, but the secret plans and daring heroes of D-Day changed the course of history. For years, what happened in the shadows, fake armies, double agents, secret maps, was classified. Only recently have we learned how Allied deception worked hand in hand with raw bravery on Normandy's sands. If D-Day had failed, Europe might look very different today. All those hidden operations and human stories remind us, sometimes the deepest battles are fought in silence, in the minds of planners and hearts of the unknown. Next time you hear about World War II, remember, the victory on D-Day wasn't just won with guns or tanks. It was forged from secrets, courage, and a gamble that changed the world forever. What else still lies hidden beneath the tides of Normandy, waiting to be discovered?